What if I told you that everything you think you know about losing your stubborn belly fat is wrong? You've done the miles on the treadmill, you've choked down the salads, the scale might even move. But that deep, visceral belly fat, the kind your doctor worries about, it's still there. Why? Because we've been attacking the wrong target. Today, we're not talking about general weight loss. We're talking about a surgical strike on visceral fat, and the playbook looks nothing like you've been told. Let's get uncomfortably honest for a second. That belly? It's not just a layer of fluff you can pinch, that's subcutaneous fat. The stuff just under your skin. The real villain, the one linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and a host of other issues, is hidden. It's called visceral fat. Think of it like this. Subcutaneous fat is that annoying houseguest who overstays their welcome on your couch. Annoying, but mostly harmless. Visceral fat is the squatter who moves into your house's plumbing and electrical systems. It wraps around your internal organs, your liver, pancreas, intestines, and actively messes with your hormones and metabolism. And here's the big myth. A calorie is a calorie, and fat loss is just calories in versus calories out. For general weight loss, sure, that math has to work, but for targeting visceral fat specifically, it's like trying to fix a software bug with a hammer. You need the right code. You can be in a calorie deficit from just eating less and doing endless cardio. You'll lose weight, sure, but a significant portion of that can be precious muscle. And losing muscle is like throwing water on a grease fire for your metabolism. It makes everything worse in the long run. Your body becomes more efficient at holding on to that deep, dangerous fat. So if not just diet and not just cardio, what actually works? Science points us to 3 powerful, often overlooked levers. Lever 1, the protein and food quality priority. Yes, food is involved, but it's not about starving. It's about strategic fueling. Your body uses more energy to process protein than it does carbs or fat. This is called the thermic effect of food, TEF. Think of it as a digestion tax. Protein has the highest tax rate. By prioritizing protein, aim for a palm-sized portion with every meal, you boost metabolism, preserve muscle, and keep you fuller. But here's the critical twist. Reduce the inflammation. Visceral fat loves inflammation. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry showed that diets high in ultra-processed foods, sugars, and certain industrial seed oils, like soybean or corn oil, create an inflammatory environment that directly feeds visceral fat storage. Actionable food shift. Eat more of lean meats, fish, eggs, legumes, leafy greens, berries, nuts, avocados, olive oil. Eat less of sugary drinks, processed snacks, refined carbs, white bread, pastries, and fried foods cooked in unstable industrial oils. Lever 2, the strength training imperative. Cardio burns calories during the activity. Strength training builds a fat-burning furnace that works 24/7. That furnace is your muscle. More muscle means a higher basal metabolic rate, BMR. That's just the number of calories your body burns to keep you alive, sitting on the couch. But even more crucial, strength training, especially with compound movements, squats, pushes, pulls, directly improves your insulin sensitivity. When your cells are sensitive to insulin, they readily take in glucose for energy instead of having it get stored as, you guessed it, visceral fat. You're not just burning fat, you're closing the storage depot. Myth bust. But won't I get bulky? No. Building significant muscle is incredibly hard and requires specific, intense training and nutrition. What you will get is a toned, metabolically active body that passively fights visceral fat. Lever 3, the stress and sleep sabotage. This is the silent assassin. When you're stressed or sleep deprived, your body pumps out cortisol. Cortisol's prime directive: in case of emergency, store fuel around your organs for quick access. That fuel is visceral fat. Think of a sleepless, stressed out you as a panicked warehouse manager. You're getting messy, desperate deliveries, cravings for junk food, and you're stuffing inventory, fat, right in the middle of the factory floor, around your organs, because you're too frazzled to put it in the proper storage units. Okay, theory is great. Let's build your plan. Forget extremes. Think consistency. Step 1. The plate rule. At every meal, fill half your plate with colorful veggies, a quarter with a quality protein, and a quarter with a complex carb, like sweet potato or quinoa. Add a thumb-sized portion of healthy fat, avocado, olives, nuts. Step 2. Lift heavy things, 2 or 3 times a week. You don't need a gym. Start with bodyweight squats, push-ups, modified if needed, glute bridges, and rows using a resistance band. Focus on getting stronger, not just sweaty. Step 3. Manage your stress, don't just survive it. Sleep. Aim for 7-8 hours. Make your room cool and dark. No screens an hour before bed. Stress. 10 minutes of daily mindfulness. Try a meditation app or just deep breathing. A 20-minute walk in nature. This isn't fluffy stuff. It's directly lowering your cortisol. Step 4. Smart movement. Yes, cardio has a place. After your strength training, add 20-30 minutes of brisk walking, cycling, or swimming most days. Think of this as active recovery that aids circulation and stress relief without spiking cortisol like chronic, long-duration cardio can. Let's rewind the tape because this is important. To shrink visceral fat, you need a precision approach. 1. Fuel for function. Prioritize protein and anti-inflammatory foods. 2. Build your furnace. Strength train to boost metabolism and insulin sensitivity. 3. Calm the system. Master sleep and stress to lower cortisol. It's not about punishment. It's about sending the right signals to your body. This is how you make visceral fat obsolete. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 levers, food quality, strength training, or stress management, has been the biggest blind spot for you? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Maybe it's stress. Thanks for watching.